Tag TV and Tag Radio. Be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. The Path. It spans across past, present, and future. It is innovation that forged the path. It began with the Hall of Fame, the path built by decades of technology pioneers. It continued across a series of Georgia Technology Summits, year after year, as visionary innovation and entrepreneurs shaped the path. And now, where Georgia leads, where possibilities abound as the path takes us all into the future. Greetings, everyone. It's Tuesday, March 27, 2012, and this is the day before TAG's most important event of the year, the GTS 2012, the Path to a Bright Future. And this is a special GTS 2012 preview edition of Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. It's all about the big picture from a new perspective, past, present, and beyond. Up to this special GTS 2012 preview, the Executive Vice President, Global Technology and Business Process for HP, John Hinshaw. Previously Vice President and General Manager of Information Solutions at the Boeing Company, John was delivering technological solutions to such clients as the U.S. Department of Defense, the U.S. intelligence community, international governments, and Fortune 1000 companies. Today, John oversees HP information security and shared services, including indirect and services procurement. Responsible for optimizing business processes across the company, he is a member of the HP Company Executive Council. John Hinshaw is all about HP, and HP is all about innovation. He keynotes the GTS 2012 luncheon session and is among a unique group of speakers, top 10 most innovative company presentations, and an historic 3 new inductees into the Technology Hall of Fame. Tino takes us along the path with one of Atlanta's prior top tech execs to share his impression of his new position at HP after just a few months, and previews John's focus at tomorrow's GTS 2012. Innovation, the path to a bright future. See the full picture. Be there Wednesday and see tomorrow as never before.
John, thank you for joining me on Tech Talk.
Hey, Tino, it's great to be with you, and really happy to reconnect with you after our time together in Atlanta several years ago. So great to be here.
Well, that's a good place to start. We miss you here, and we'd be happy to have you back at the summit. But not many of our listeners will likely know your history. So talk a little bit about your career and also how familiar you are with the Atlanta area.
Yeah, thanks, Tino. So I spent 2004, 2005 living in the Atlanta area up in Alpharetta, working as the CIO for the South area of Verizon Wireless. Really loved the area, both as a great place to have a family, as well as just an amazing tech community. And in the short amount of time that I was there, I got very plugged in to the tech community through a lot of the leadership of the technology companies there, through TAG and the involvement there, and just a terrific place for technology. And in fact, that continues today as HP, who I work for now, has a very large technology center right there in Alpharetta also.
Yeah, I toured the center there recently. It's amazing. I actually toured the print demo center. There's all I could say is there's a heck of a lot of expensive equipment there, but they went through in some detail and showed me all the bells and whistles. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't know, and what you can see in that center is, HP is not just about printing, your PowerPoint presentation or Word document. But in reality, most of the products that you buy today in the supermarket or other places, the wrapping and the labeling on those products came off of an HP printer. More and more, the magazines that you read and the books that you read came from an HP printer. So that center is a great example of how HP's plugged into a much broader area of printing, and it's actually one of our best showcases right there in Alpharetta.
Yeah, I was impressed, too, with what you're doing with billboards and some of the creative uses of, equipment and like wood and different laminate and different kinds of things, how you can do some things that probably couldn't be done 5 or 10 years ago.
Exactly.
So you've had quite a history since you left Alpharetta and now have ended up at HP. So, what that's a big change, I know. What are some of your impressions in terms of the company and your role there?
Yeah, it's a terrific company. I've been a customer of HP for 20 years at Verizon and then at Boeing following Verizon and know the company very well, have always loved their products as well as their people. And when I got a chance to join Meg Whitman's team here a few months ago and help take HP to the next level, it was just an awesome opportunity. I've got a chance as well, though, to expand beyond my core, which was running technology organizations for most of my career. And Meg's asked me to take on additional responsibilities in running areas such as shared services and procurement and sales operations and physical security, as well as a few other things. So it's been, really fun to be part of Meg's team and the change that's happening at HP. It's the world's largest technology company, $130 billion in revenue, and 400,000 employees. So it's, we deliver products in over 170 countries around the world. So it's just an amazing opportunity to make a difference at very large scale, and I feel like the time there in Alpharetta at Verizon, as well as the time at Boeing, other very large companies, prepared me well for the challenges ahead at HP.
Well, $130 billion company, so some of us, as we look at the size of companies, you tend to think that the larger companies might be lumbering a bit more in respect to innovation and opportunities for growth. So I ask you this question in two ways. One is both from an internal standpoint, HP, and how you think about innovation, and then also what companies need to think about today in terms of opportunities for their growth and how they can win in the area of certainly business, but I guess I'd say through innovation.
Yeah, and the great thing about HP is that we're able to really help these companies implement some of the new technologies that are out there, be they social technologies, mobile technologies, cloud technology. Because HP's always been a strong leader in technology innovation, way back to Hewlett and Packard, who founded the company in a garage, and I got a chance to visit that garage a few weeks ago and saw kind of how they put together some of their first instrument measuring systems and how they were very creative. I'm actually here today with about 700 of our HP technologists as they have come up with innovative ideas for the future, which is very exciting. And then, we have really doubled down, for example, on cloud technology. We are the number one provider of public and private clouds in the world. They run on HP technology more than anyone else. And most of the social media companies that folks interact with out there today run on HP technology. The security aspect that HP brings to innovation is unique as well. We are really by far the leading company in bringing security to the table when it comes to products. Because as everyone knows now, the threat from not just teenage hackers, but nation states and many, many others in security creates a real problem for innovators because the worry is that their creations will be quickly stolen and used by somebody else before it can get to market. So HP really helps those companies think through the right security environment they need. And then I think finally in information management, the world has just exploded with information, most of it now unstructured information, everything from tweets and Facebook posts to to the massive amounts of email that's out there, to all kinds of web information. And companies have to figure out how to take advantage of that and understand what folks are saying about their products, how to innovate faster through using information that's out there that customers are talking about. And we also help customers through that journey as well. So a lot going on in innovation in those kind of key areas. HP's really excited to be a part of all of that. And to your earlier point, sure, it would be challenging for any large company to stay mobile and to stay innovative through these times. But I think the culture at HP really helps our employees to think like entrepreneurs and small companies, even in the midst of a very large enterprise.
John, we're extremely happy to have you come back to Atlanta and be our keynote at lunch at the summit on Wednesday. And we don't want to have you tip your hat too much in terms of what you're going to be talking about, but the theme is innovation, a path for a brighter future. So what are some of the kind of from a broad brush things you'll be discussing with us?
Yeah, I'm really excited as well to be back in the Alpharetta and the Atlanta community and with the leading small, medium, and large technology companies there. I'm looking forward to meeting the 10 innovative technology award-winning companies that you're going to be delivering awards to that day, as well as interacting with a lot of folks there. And my focus is going to be several-fold. I mean, one, on some of the technologies that I just mentioned a few minutes ago, but really with a focus around how a lot of this is disruptive, but disruptive in a way that does lead to a brighter future. And there's some great examples in the past few years, out of a lot of the uprisings that occurred in the Middle East last year, and how a lot of that was enabled by technology, on how people communicate today around the world in order to understand what's going on in their countries, even more than potentially what the local media or a government might be communicating with. The global nature of communications today, so that anyone around the world can instantly be connected with everyone else, and that makes a huge difference. And I think it also speeds the pace of innovation, because you see a lot of folks today that are collaborating with others around the world, and so products are being created not in a physical garage like I talked about before, but in a virtual garage with folks around the world. If you look at HP as an example, we have 400,000 employees, and 2/3 of those are outside the United States. And so I'm going to talk a lot about the global aspects of the technology journey we're on. And then I think, finally, just kind of share a few thoughts about where I see technology headed in the future, because I think that there's a really bright future as we look at, for example, server technology that in the future will use mobile phone chips and therefore consume 90% less power and 80% less space, which will do tremendous things for the environment and really help the footprint of technology. As you also look at where devices are headed and how devices continue to get smaller yet more powerful, and how that ecosystem will go forward. So a lot of ideas on technology, and I'm hoping while I'm here with our 700 top technologists, I'll pick up a few extra ideas that I can share on Wednesday as well. But very much looking forward to being with you and the folks there at the TAG conference.
Well, for people listening in, the summit on Wednesday at the Cobb Galleria, if you haven't signed up, there's already 1,000. Actually, there's over, John, 1,000 people signed up now. You can still just come to the Cobb Galleria and register at the door. So hopefully we'll see everybody there. And, John, we'll see you there as well. Thanks for joining me on Tech Talk.
Yeah, thank you, Tino, and very much looking forward to seeing everyone there on Wednesday at the Cobb Galleria. Thank you.